I'm Francesca, and this is an explainer on Al-Shabaab. Who are they, and how did they become a major force in Somalia? First, the basics. Al-Shabaab is a militant group with some 5,000 fighters. It controls large parts of Somalia and has been linked to Al-Qaeda. Al-Shabaab subscribes to a strict interpretation of Islam and wants Somalia to be ruled under its version of Sharia law. The group has claimed responsibility for dozens of major attacks within the country and beyond its borders, including the 2013 mall attack in Nairobi, Kenya, which killed at least 67 people, and the 2010 attack in Kampala, Uganda, which killed at least 74. But that doesn't really explain who Al-Shabaab is. To do that, we have to talk more about Somalia. Ever since Somalia's government was overthrown more than 2 decades ago, the country has been in turmoil. In the chaos, clans led by warlords carved up their own territories. But clans in the capital Mogadishu had a common denominator: Islamic courts. Each clan had its own court, and eventually these courts joined forces. This union of Islamic courts had a militant arm, Al-Shabaab. The exact origins of Al-Shabaab are hard to pinpoint, but it is known that many of its Somali members fought in Afghanistan against the Soviet Union and later the US. Al-Shabaab gained a lot of Somali support in its early years. Mohammed Addo, a reporter for Al Jazeera, told us why.
They fought the warlords who had then divided Somalia into armed fiefdoms and managed to remove them from power and also really weaken their influence. So increasingly people started, seeing them as saviors, and they won a lot of accolades.
Young men in particular responded to Al-Shabaab, which means the youth in Arabic.
Well, you can imagine a country where there's been no proper education system for so long, where war has been the only way, people know. Many people do not know what order looks like. So for many young men who joined the ranks of Al-Shabaab, it was about relevance.
To fight Al-Shabaab and other militias, the international community backed a transitional federal government, or TFG. Ethiopia invaded Somalia in 2006 to support the TFG. But that backfired, and many Somalis threw their support behind Al-Shabaab, resenting the incursion of a traditional rival. Around this time, Al-Shabaab broke from the Islamic Courts Union, waging its own insurgency. In response, Western-backed forces from Uganda and Burundi, as well as Kenya, all joined the fight against Al-Shabaab on Somali soil. In the last 2 years, these forces have managed to reduce Al-Shabaab's territory, and Somali support for the group is at an all-time low, especially because of its hardline tactics. Meanwhile, Al-Shabaab continues to carry out suicide attacks and bombings both inside and outside the country. And that's it for this explainer on Al-Shabaab. Thanks for watching.